Hi there. So this will be the last, actually be the third video for today. Two from yesterday, or two from today, one laid over from yesterday. So I went to a rehab activity. Well, for the last 2.5-ish hours, I went to the library to learn how to use a 3D printer. No, I'm not printing firearms parts, so don't even worry about that. That being said, I was there for 2.5 hours. I wanted to leave after an hour and a half, but I forced myself to stay just to make sure I could complete the activity. It's the closest environment I'm going to get to being back at work is to replicate something like that. So I'm in the library in a classroom. There's an instructor and 4 other students. A lot of ambient noise because there's computers. Everyone's at a computer. My computer then decided not to work properly, so I had to move computers. There was a fan in the room that was just going nuts, and I could hear that fan. I could hear it. Then I had to use a computer to find a file, download the file, manipulate the file. So it was a rehab activity to see if am I able to learn new skills? Am I able to actually be in a classroom? Am I able to do forced attention at someone else's discretion, right? And then we had to go learn how to use the actual printer. So I learned how to use the program and locate files. At that point, it's now an issue of am I able to use the printer? Fun fact, a lot of bending involved. And looking, and so my brain really didn't like that. And then you get the added ambient noise of the library itself, and then you get other things, right? You get people and phones and noise, and yeah, so it was a bit overwhelming. It was supposed to be 2.5 hours. After 90-ish minutes, I was done, fully cooked. But I stayed. I didn't have a choice. Right? I needed to make sure what I'm able to do, and I told the instructor, hey, I'm here because I had a stroke and I want to learn how to use the printer, and so that was why I did that. Do I know how to use the printer? Yes. Will I retain that knowledge? We're going to find out later this week when I go to print things to see exactly how that will work. I don't know how well that will work. I legitimately don't. But we're going to find out, right? It'll be an exercise and interesting to see how well that will work. I don't know. But I do know it was worthwhile in testing myself, right, to see exactly how well that would go. But got my brain a bit wonky. You can see because the speech issues are starting. And now I'm about to head down to Barrie to visit some friends, to hang out with my Option B and Team Fist mates. We're having our annual summer potluck kind of thingish, and then we're gonna hang out, and I'm gonna have a couple of drinks and some food and hang out with friends, and then tomorrow we're gonna go shooting airsoft, right, kind of paintballish, and maybe at one point I'll do a video of me on the field, right, but we'll see. Anyways, if you like what you've seen here over the last 8 weeks, please like, share, and subscribe with your friends. If you don't, go away. Go watch something else. Or you just like making fun of a guy who had a stroke. And if you happen to see either in yourself or someone around you the signs or symptoms of a stroke, that being facial droop, slurred speech, stuttering, inappropriate word usage for situation or context, the inability to smile appropriately or equally, right, or at all, the inability to raise both arms equally or at all, the inability to stand unaided, general body weakness, or weakness on one side. Please place that person immediately in a position of comfort and dial 911. Something so simple could save a life.